Man, I really did not want to make this video today because Packers are done. They just are. These past 4 games, even in the games they have won, they have looked like utter dog crap. And we don't know what I'm talking about. The Packers lost again this week to the New York Football Jets. And it wasn't a close game or a blown lead like it was last week when it actually showed signs of life in the first half. No, we lost this game 27-10, where the Jets completely outplayed us, they outcoached us, and they out-executed us. Packers they're in some deep trouble, and I don't know if they can fix it without making some drastic changes that this organization will not make, like firing people in the middle of a season. Scoring wise, again, like I said, 27-10 in favor of the Jets for the final. Not a lot of scoring in the first half. We had 2 field goals, one by Greg Zuerlein for the Jets and one by Mason Crosby, making a 3-3 game going into halftime. Then in the third quarter is when the game started to get kind of ugly for Green Bay, with Braxton Berrios having a 20-yard touchdown run to give it a 10-3 Jets lead. And then later on, after the Packers tried that stalled out, the Jets blocked the punt and returned it for a touchdown. I wonder where I've seen that before, Green Bay. And then the Packers did manage to cut it to a 7-point game with Aaron Rodgers finding Allen Lazard for a 25-yard touchdown run. Then fourth quarter, just total Jets domination. Breece Hall had a 34-yard touchdown run, and Greg Zuerlein kicked a field goal to make it 27-10 Jets. Stats for the game: Aaron Rodgers 26 for 41, 246 yards, and a touchdown. Why is Aaron Rodgers throwing 41 times a game now when we should have a very good running game? Also, why did A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones only get 19 total carries between the two? I understand that the run game struggled a bit, but we need to keep that defense honest and not be able to just stand back in coverage and get coverage sacks on Rodgers. A.J. Dillon 10 for 41 yards, 4.1 yards. Aaron Jones had 9 carries for 19 yards, 2.1, but he had a massive 22-yard gain that was taken back because of offensive holding on the O-line, who really struggled today. Granted, the Jets have a really good defensive line, but still, they struggle mightily. And there's often times where we lost 2 to 4 yards on running plays because they allowed the rushers, they didn't even try to block them. And they just had open lanes to just smack the heck out of A.J. Dillon. I don't care how big his quads are. He's not getting away from Quentin Williams that easily. Receiving wise, Robert Tonyan actually had a pretty good game with 10 catches for 90 yards. Probably his best game of the year since he returned from injury. Allen Lazard went 4 for 76 yards with a touchdown. Aaron Jones 3 for 25. Dobbs 4 for 21. And then sadly, Randall Cobb went 1 for 8, but big news is that he went down with a very scary looking knee injury, and his face made it look like he's probably going to be out for a very long time, if not the entire season, unfortunately. Mason Crosby 1 for 2 field goals, with one of them being blocked. And then, of course, Pat O'Donnell, who still had a very good game punting wise, even though one of them got blocked. Defense, not really much to say. They gave up a lot of rushing yards to the Jets. 2 highlights. Rashawn Gary had his 6th sack of the season, still being a very good edge rusher for the Packers. And rookie Kingsley Enagbare, I'm sorry, I'm totally butchering the last name, got his first career sack today as well, so congratulations to him. But at this point, the Packers are just, I don't even know how to describe it. They are not, the way that they are prepping it, it has to come down to play call on both sides of the ball. This coaching staff is not preparing this team well. They are not giving them the best play calls. Granted, on offense, we don't know how often Rodgers himself is checking out of what the called play was. And so it could be a fact that Rodgers is changing up plays to be more pass happy, or Matt LaFleur is just calling awful, awful games. The defense, I don't know what is going on with them. They were supposed to be good. This is supposed to be the best defense the Packers have had since their 2010 Super Bowl team. And I truly believe that they still have the talent there. I just think the coaching is awful. We have been playing soft zone for a while, and it does not make any sense. That's why the Giants were able to pick us apart last week. And this week, Zach Wilson, even though he didn't have a touchdown, was able to make some very key throws in that game. And we still cannot stop the running game. You look at the Jets stats, running-wise specifically. Breece Hall had 20 rushes, 116 yards, averaged 5.8 rushes a game. Michael Carter, their backup, had 41 yards and 6 rushes for 6.8 average. It's just like Zach Wilson only went 10 for 18 for 110 yards. The pass game was not the problem. It was stopping the run that was the issue. And the Packers gave up 4 sacks to Quinnen Williams. That he's a beast on that defensive line. He had 2 sacks today to give him 5 on the season. And now, like, going into this 3-game set, I was like, oh, yeah, okay, the Giants, they're a fake 3-1 team. The Jets should be easy to beat, and the Commanders should be easy to beat. And we lost to the Giants, who look like a very good team right now. They just beat the Ravens, and they look very confident. Jets have been looking a lot better. And now I am scared of facing the Commanders now, because I don't know what this team is going to do. Something is going wrong with the Packers. They should not be looking this bad with the amount of talent that we have on the team, even with a sort of lackluster receiving room. There has to be something going on there. I don't know what it is, but they need to figure it out fast, or this season is going down the drain, and we're going to have to blow it up and completely restart and be one of the bottom feeders for years, which is something the Packers have not had to deal with consistently since Brett Favre became the starting quarterback of this team in the early 90s. Well, that's all I got for today. I am at a loss on how to describe this team. If you guys have any thoughts on what the heck is going on with the Packers, please let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe for more videos on the Packers and the Brewers, and starting soon, the Milwaukee Bucks, because the NBA season is right around the corner, and I just want one of my teams to be good. Please, Milwaukee, please. See you guys around.